If you own a Toyota hybrid or you're thinking about buying one in 2026, there's one warning you've probably heard over and over again. The hybrid battery is going to fail and it will cost thousands to replace. But is that actually true? Or is it one of the biggest myths stopping people from buying a hybrid? In this video, we're breaking down what Toyota hybrid battery life really looks like today, using warranty coverage, real-world mileage, taxi use, long-term owners, and Toyota's years of hybrid experience. We'll also explain why some batteries fail early, why many last far longer than people expect, and what you can do to protect yours. Before you panic over replacement costs, watch this first, because the truth may completely change how you see Toyota hybrids. Let's start with where this hybrid battery dies at 100,000 miles story really came from. For years, Toyota's hybrid battery warranty was 8 years or 100,000 miles. That was already a strong warranty for its time. But the problem is, many people misunderstood what that number actually meant. They treated the warranty like Toyota was secretly saying, once it reaches 100,000 miles, the battery is finished. But that is not how warranties work. A warranty is not a death date. It is the period a manufacturer is willing to stand behind the part. In fact, if Toyota expected these batteries to fail early, they would not have expanded the coverage. But starting with the 2020 model year, Toyota increased hybrid battery coverage to 10 years or 150,000 miles, and that still applies to modern Toyota hybrids today. That tells you something important. Toyota has years of real-world data from Prius, Camry hybrid, RAV4 hybrid, Highlander hybrid, and taxi fleets around the world, and that data clearly shows these batteries are lasting much longer than the old 100,000-mile fear suggests. So what should owners realistically expect? For many everyday drivers, 150,000 to 200,000 miles is a very reasonable expectation, and many Toyota hybrids go beyond that when they are properly maintained. But the best proof does not come from people who only drive a few miles a day. It comes from taxis, rideshare drivers, and fleet vehicles that put Toyota hybrids through constant daily use. And that is where the truth about Toyota hybrid battery life gets very interesting. The best proof of Toyota hybrid battery life does not come from perfect garage-kept cars. It comes from the vehicles that work the hardest. Think about taxis, Uber drivers, delivery drivers, and fleet vehicles. These cars can cover 50,000 to 100,000 miles in a single year, often in stop-and-go traffic, where the hybrid system is constantly switching between the engine, electric motor, and regenerative braking. And this is exactly where Toyota hybrids have built their reputation. Many Prius taxis and high-mileage Toyota hybrids have gone well beyond 200,000 miles, and some have reached 300,000 miles or more before needing major hybrid battery work. That does not mean every battery will last forever, but it proves the old 100,000 miles and it is finished claim is not accurate. So the better question is not, will the battery fail at 100,000 miles? The better question is, why do some Toyota hybrid batteries last so much longer than others? Because hybrid batteries usually do not fail early for no reason. There are real factors that shorten their life, and the biggest one is heat. Toyota hybrid batteries need proper cooling. That is why many models use cabin air vents, cooling ducts, filters, and fans to help control battery temperature. If those vents get blocked by dust, pet hair, luggage, or dirt, the battery can run hotter than it should. Over time, that extra heat can speed up battery wear. So before blaming mileage, look at temperature, airflow, and maintenance. Because in many cases, heat is the real enemy of a Toyota hybrid battery. Now let's talk about the first major enemy of a Toyota hybrid battery: heat. If a hybrid spends most of its life in a very hot climate, parked under direct sun, or sitting in extreme temperatures every day, the battery has to work harder to stay cool. Over time, that extra heat can speed up battery wear. This is why two identical Toyota hybrids can age very differently. One may live in a mild climate and pass 200,000 miles with no major battery issue, while another spends years in extreme heat and starts showing problems much earlier. But heat is not the only problem. The second major issue is a blocked battery cooling vent. Many Toyota hybrids use cabin air to help cool the hybrid battery. That air usually comes through a small intake vent. often near the rear seat or cargo area, depending on the model. Over time, that vent can collect dust, pet hair, lint, and dirt. When airflow is restricted, the battery can run hotter than it should, even if the weather outside is not extremely hot. That is why owners should never block the vent with luggage, seat covers, clothing, or bags. A simple inspection and cleaning can make a big difference. The third factor is letting the car sit unused for too long. Hybrid batteries are designed to be used. When the car sits for weeks or months without being powered on, the battery system can slowly lose charge. Over time, this can place stress on the battery and other electrical components. So mileage alone does not kill a Toyota hybrid battery. Heat, poor airflow, and long periods of inactivity are the real problems owners need to watch. So if you own a Toyota hybrid that does not get driven often, the solution is simple. Do not let it sit for months. Start it, drive it regularly, and give the hybrid system a chance to stay active. At the end of the day, the three biggest things you want to avoid are excessive heat, blocked battery cooling vents, and long periods of inactivity. Control those three things, and your Toyota hybrid battery has a much better chance of lasting deep into high mileage. But here is the honest truth. Every hybrid battery will eventually age. It may happen at lower mileage for some owners. It may happen well past 200,000 miles for others, and some drivers may go even longer. The important thing is this. A weak hybrid battery does not automatically mean the car is finished. That is where many owners make an expensive mistake. They see warning lights, lower fuel economy, the gas engine running more often, or the battery gauge moving up and down quickly, and they assume they need to replace the entire car. But before making that decision, you need to know your options. Hybrid battery replacement is far more common today than it was years ago, and there are companies that focus specifically on hybrid and EV battery service. So if your Toyota hybrid starts acting differently, do not panic. Do not let one dashboard warning light convince you the vehicle is worthless. Get the battery properly diagnosed, compare your repair options, and understand the real cost before you overpay or walk away from a car that may still have years of life left. The myth came from Toyota's old battery warranty, but a warranty is not a predicted lifespan. Toyota later extended hybrid battery coverage, showing confidence in long-term durability. Real-world examples from taxis, rideshare drivers, and high-mileage Prius owners show many Toyota hybrid batteries lasting 200,000 to 300,000 miles or more. Your research also explains why some batteries fail earlier, especially excessive heat, blocked cooling vents, and long periods of inactivity. It also makes clear that warning lights or poor MPG do not always mean the car is finished. Proper diagnosis and battery replacement options can extend its life.